Hey players, this is EMC. Welcome back to Fran Bow. And today we are going to finish chapter 1, which shouldn't take too long because we're almost done with it. I realized that I missed a couple really important scenes, so I'm going to go over those scenes that I missed. And I also didn't tell you about how to get the first achievement, so I'm going to do that too because achievements are good. Before I do that, though, I really want to just take a moment and talk about what is going on in this story, because I think it's really easy to misunderstand it and not get the allegories and not get the references. So I'm just going to do that real quick, and then we'll go back to the game. This story is using a literary device called Allegory. Allegory is a way to convey hidden meaning through symbolic figures, actions, imagery, and or events which together create the meaning that authors wish to express. It's very much like an extended metaphor. These are literary terms and not everybody understands them, but basically the story is telling another story through subtext. So there's an allusion, a reference, covertly expressed, not overtly expressed. So it's tricky, and you kind of, maybe by pointing out the references, you can kind of get to understand the story that's underneath the story. Well, I am probably going to blow some of your minds right now, and maybe other people got it right away. But Fran is an allegory for Anne Frank, both who their timelines took place in 1944. In 1944, some pretty fucked up shit happened to Anne Frank. And I'm going to talk about it more after chapter 2 because there's some things that take place in chapter 2 that are direct allusions to what happened to Anne Frank. And so I'm going to wait to talk about those. But I hope you don't think this is too far-fetched, because it's not. There's no other reason for them to set this in 1944 and to make these references and these allusions unless this is exactly what they're talking about. And like I kind of got it right away, but then I checked on some of the references, and it's like the more I checked, the more I realized that it was like a direct allegory. So all right, yeah, I know that's a weird thing, but I'll talk about it more after chapter 2. So Fran Bow references a couple pretty important works of fiction. The first one is Pan's Labyrinth, which was made by Guillermo del Toro in 2006. And if you haven't seen it, you should rectify that immediately. But please do not let small children watch this movie, because you will scar them for life, and it will be be your fault. Yeah, you will have scarred someone for life, so don't do it. Terrible, terrible things happen. Yeah. It actually takes place in Spain 5 years after the Spanish Civil War, May through June 1944. Yes, 1944. Basically, this movie is it's such a wonderful, it's a masterpiece, but it's basically a fairy tale that is juxtaposed against real world horror and atrocities. And Del Toro wanted to leave it ambiguous whether or not her fairy world was real or not. He wanted the audience to hash that out with themselves and others. But to Del Toro, everything that takes place in that movie is absolutely real. And Ophelia really is secretly the princess of the underworld. And that is exactly where she goes at the end of the movie. So, spoiler. Sorry. So, not only is this like Fran Bow, it's a fairy tale, but I think we have to accept that everything that's happening in this story is real. All the places Fran goes and all the things she sees are real. Okay, I'm going to posit that argument in a second or two. The other reference is Alice, of course. And you can see right here in these pictures that Ophelia and Pan's Labyrinth is also very, very much influenced by Alice in Wonderland. And yeah, she's a little girl with a cat who goes to an underworld and has grand adventures. And yes, you know it. Okay, onward. So let's talk about those cats. Cats have very powerful symbolic meaning, especially cats in fairy tales and fantasy. They do have some traditional symbolic meaning. They're guardians and gatekeepers and guides. They're psychopomps in that, well, if you don't know what a psychopomp is, it is a supernatural spirit that guides the spirits of the dead to the underworld. They can see things that no one else can see. They can see supernatural creatures, and they can travel between worlds. So in Celtic mythology, cats are the gatekeepers of the other world, or the underworld. And if you've been listening to any of the talk about Undertale, you know, that game that everybody's talking about, everybody in the world's talking about it. So that story actually takes place in Underworld or Otherworld, and it is really, you can see the direct connection between that and the Celtic myth there. There's no cats in there though. I was curious. Only like crazed flowers, so I don't know. But yeah, there's a story in Celtic mythology about humans having it out with the she, and the she decided to go underground, and the humans decided to take the island. So yeah, anyways, they are the gatekeepers. They can see stuff, they can, and therefore they make really good protectors because they can see stuff you can't see. Painted black cats. Traditionally, right, black cats are bad, but we live in the postmodern world, and for us, you know, black cats are benignly spooky at worst. Black cats, well, you know, they can be extra stealthy like little ninjas, and we love ninjas, so little cat ninjas. What's cooler than that? The art style of this game uses a sort of postmodern goth pop spookiness. You can kind of think Addams Family, that kind of goth pop spookiness, where sometimes spooky things are your friends, right? And sometimes the beautiful things are your enemies, or the things you really need to be afraid of. So finally, I just want to posit that this story is not about mental illness as we understand it today in 2016. I think it's easy to think that it is. It's not. And we have to come to that conclusion because they're not referencing 1944 by mistake. They're alluding to very specific things. And it is not about how we understand mental illness. Okay? Just trust me. But it is about trauma, and it is about children's minds, their imaginations, their creativity, their curiousness. Like Pan's Labyrinth, It's a fairy tale that's juxtaposed with real world horror, or at least the allusions to real world horror. By referencing 1944, we have to take the atrocities of that era into account and see that the game is being ironic. By calling these children insane, they are being purely ironic about that. They're not insane. They're victims and survivors of terrible trauma. And they're prisoners of a terrible, terrible madness that is not in their control, or, not about them. It's not about them. It's about really crazy adult people who do terrible, terrible things. So it is not about insanity per se. It is more about the insanity of the society, of what's going on in the world, and how children are just trapped in those things and tortured and traumatized by those things. Also, by referencing Pan's Labyrinth and Alice in Wonderland, I believe, in my opinion, we should allow ourselves the verisimilitude to suspend disbelief and just accept that all of the events that are taking place in this story are true within the story. So everything she sees, everything she does is actually happening within this work of fiction. Okay? I really think that it's just best to suspend disbelief and accept that she is going places, she's meeting creatures that don't exist in our world, So that's how I feel about it. And you can tell me your opinion in the comments, but until then, let's get back to the game. Okay, here we go. Hey players, here we are back at the game. I realized that we never went down here. I don't know how I forgot that, but let's go down here and see what's up. No, absolutely not. You can't tell her that. But she has to know. You can't keep me away from her. The reason is more than clear, Grace. No, it's not. I want to take her home now. You can't. Fran's mental condition is not appropriate yet. So, her aunt came... I don't know. Wonder what she had to tell me. The doctor has no soul. I'm going home tonight. And then the other thing I missed was when I come over here. Yuck. Okay. Stop that, and then try to leave with my special key. Okay. Fran, wait. Are you leaving tonight? I will if you help me. The only thing I know is that the office is the key. There's a key inside? I saw the doctor write a secret code. A secret code to open the yellow door? He doesn't want me to tell you. Who? Him. All doors are closed. You are a prisoner of my games. And nobody will help you escape. Leave me alone. I hate you. Well, that was kind of important. So I thought I'd better show you those scenes. Our evil guy who is pulling all the strings or something. I don't know what he's doing. We'll find out. Okay, so the very first achievement is Sleeping Princess, and you have to put the guard guy, the douchebag guard, asleep. But it's tricky. You have a bun. It's got sleeping pill in it. But to get him to take it, you have to give him the B answers. Okay, blah, use, douchebag. Okay, so a cake, eat it. I'm not interested in taking anything that comes from you. You'll regret it. It's very yummy. Alright, leave it on the table. I'll eat it later. Take it now. It's very fresh. Direct from the oven. Alright then, let's taste the bun. And that is how you get the first achievement, Sleeping Princess. I think there's another scenario where you can drug his coffee, but I have never been able to get that dialogue, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so now we can continue from where we left off. Use on key. Get the key. Use it on the door of the office. And there we go. Now we're in the doctor's office. Yay. Okay, well, there's a key over there. I want that for sure. It's always good to carry an extra key. I agree. There's not much in this room. What a lovely painting. I wish I could draw like that. So there's this crazy symbol. What does it mean? Testing day. Every day is testing day. But the most important thing is right here. Dr. Marcel. That is the code. The code you're going to use to get out of the yellow door. Should we look at it? Dr. Marcel, turn off the alarm from the security system panel in reception. The yellow door will remain open for 2 minutes until the alarm reactivates. Alarm code, December 17th, July 25th. Uh-oh. Phil! A forgotten girl with no family or cat will die when the moon arrives. What do you mean? It's not cool, man. That was not cool. Arg, Phil, let me out. I shouldn't scream. If they find me in here, I'm in big trouble. Great. Hey! Oh, that dead girl looks a bit like me. Yes, she does. Well, I'm sedated and I see weird stuff, but I'm not dead. I can breathe and talk and all things a living person does. Even though your eyes are open, you can't understand. Even though your eyes are bleeding, you can't feel. Don't hide what hurts. Let it hurt you. Ooh. Oh, the wind hole. I guess this is my way back. Alright. Wonder if Phil knew about this. Wow, that rat really hit his head. I should give him a helmet. Not afraid of rats. I'll just keep going and going. I guess we kind of don't have a choice. Oh no! Well, I guess we fell out of there. Okay, what the hell are we doing down here? There's mops, and there's stuff. Cleaning products. There is not really anything in here. Oh, if I were a witch, I'd fly away from here. I'd fly with my kitty while the night is filled with shining stars. And we would visit curious places because we are both like curious things. There's nothing under that blanket. How about this blanket? The box is open. Let me see. Hey, it's a bunch of drugs. I could take it and taste it, but I don't want to. Besides, it's not good to eat things that can be bad. Because they are bad, so why take it? I don't know. Why? Script label. That bottle is empty. Bad pills. I just take them to find my kitty. I think I'll quit when I find Mr. Midnight. Or maybe just until I take them all. Yellow pills, huh? They look more fun than the red ones. Is yellow more fun? I wonder why I get the red pills instead of yellow. Maybe they just ran out of color. Nurses wear gloves. Okay. Piece of paper. I wrote down Fran's patient number, and this is, in fact, her number. So this is about her. The patient, Fran Bow, is our current target. Target response is positive. Now expanding the triggered gland. Ectoplomatin dose up to 1700 mcgs. Change the container so it looks like an approved variant of duotine. So they are doing nefarious testing on our friend Fran. Yeah, that's not cool. Okay, what's up here? Can I get in there? It's locked. Do I have a key? Yes, I do. Yay! If you struggle, you know that it was I. I will be in every corner to make you suffer and cry. If you choose to disobey, your cat's life will be marked. Oh, my dear kitty, we'll soon be together again, I promise. I miss you, my dear. I miss you so much. Why are you leaving? Please don't leave me alone, Mr. Midnight. At the end of the maze, Fran. Oh, Fran. I fainted again. I wonder if my dreams are true. The monster won't let me go home. But if I find the maze, maybe I can find Mr. Midnight. Try again. Okay, we're in a new area. Oh, so did I go all the way around? I'm just under the kitchen now. But I can't go upstairs, it's locked. Okay. Gross. The operating room, I don't want to go inside. Ew. this say something? Patient Robert Clark, psychosurgery procedure, lobotomy. Dr. Roman Bates. Observation, failed anesthetic. The patient woke up after reaching frontal lobe. The procedure was canceled and incomplete. Great. Yikes. Oh no, poor girls. I hope they get well soon. I hope I never end up like this. I won't if I leave this sick place and find Mr. Midnight. Grocer? Hello, are you resting? Did you puke? That's disgusting. I hope you get well soon. Great. Alright, pills? You can't blame those who are ignorant, but you can't let ignorance decide. Life will teach you, even through pain and tears. My path to life has been denied. I haven't been born, but I was alive. I'm waiting for a mother to love me. Great. You can see. Ew. Who's that? Sir, wake up. Oh, should we see if this is even grosser than before? It ward. It ward. It says Edward. I don't know what that means. That's awful. Okay. Hi! Yes, I took the new one upstairs. Fran Bow? No, I haven't seen her. What, the key to the cellar? Well, no. And the doctor's office? He used to have the key there. Calm down. The key is not here. Sure, I'll let you know if it turns up, but you must calm down. Yes, I'll bring it to you if I find it, alright? Bye. Okay, so we gotta get rid of the nurse. Let's see. Okay. I guess we gotta use pills. At the end of the maze. So we are gonna put the key back over here. And there you go. Hope the nurse sees the key. Gross. Oh my god. I can't remember Aunt Grace's phone number. Let's just surprise her when I get home. Oh, a love letter. Dear Pete. Oh, gross. Alright, we don't need that anymore. Oh, the key was here after all. I better take it back. There she goes. Yay. Okay, so we need a 4-digit password. And if you, what was it? December... So December 17th, you just add 12 and 17, you get 29. July 25th, you add 7, 25, you get 32. So the code is 2932. I'm the best. You are, Fran. You are totally the best. Ah, it's a nurse. You don't see me. Alright, we're gone. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You little bitch. I'll make you pay for what you did. Uh-oh. Hey! How'd that happen? You clever little girl. Do you think you can just leave? What? It can't be. No. Hey. Mechanical cat. Come on, Fran. Let's go. I need to get to the maze. Yes. Follow the mechanical cat. Yes. I guess he doesn't like mazes. Okay, so this is the second achievement. You just have to finish the maze. You are able to skip it by fast forwarding, but if you finish it without skipping, you will get the achievement. At the end of the maze, you will find the evil critters of the night. They will haunt you, and they will laugh. But there will always be a good side. A cat full of nuts and bolts will always be your guide. Oh no, my photograph.